Okay, we're out here on a beautiful sunny day, Bellingham, Washington, giving you an exciting review on some Liquid Force hippie sticks. They've had these in their lineup for a while, and not a lot on the internet as far as what people have thought about them and comparing them from each other. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to show you guys what they're about and what's going on with these hippie sticks. So what it is it is a directional twin tip. So it has the inline inserts like you'd have on your standard twin tip, but it has the profile of more of that surf, or more of what they're going for is more of that snowboard directional contour or rocker line on the board. So it's kind of a unique board in that regard, in that the fact is it rides really similar to a snowboard on water. It just kind of got that nice locked in tail and you can blow it out, but it has that nice flow underneath the front so you can really rip some turns. Okay, so it's got 3 models in the lineup. It's got the Lunar Lander, and this is their premium one that they have. This one's got the carbon vector weave on it, and it's got the carbon strip down the center for the flex pattern, and this one's based off of the Legacy twin tip, which I personally ride. And this is definitely, if you want to get one and you want to go all in and give it a go, this is what you want. Kind of gone for that fish tail, really frees up the tail of the board. So that's the Lunar Lander. Okay, then next up is the one that I've been riding. It's a Spacecraft. Very similar to that board, more parallel lines, kind of going for more of that surfboard that is more like for doing strapless freestyle, what they've gone for on this twin tip. Real smooth contours on this one. Construction's more of your standard construction like they use on the Drive and the Overdrive. So anyways, that's what that one looks like. Really good looking board. And then from there we move on to the Moon Patrol. And this is kind of that big, huge powder style board. Really big spoon nose here, just has a nice lot of float, a lot of good upturn right there, so that's going to really make those turns nice. This being the biggest board in the lineup, I would probably recommend this more for the bigger rider who wants all of the advantages, but something that's a little bit larger than the other 2 ones. So they're really neat boards. I spent a lot of time on mine. This is my personal one right here that I've set up the way I like it. So I've set mine up with more of a directional stance. Now, with the inline inserts, you can really do a lot of options. You can either do this, or you can set up like a twin where they're both, your duck is exactly the same. And then from there, you can also either center your stance on the board or push your stance farther back. I've gone for pushing my stance farther back. And you can see some other unique things I've done here is I put a little bit of traction here and some wax. And the reason why I've done that is because if I want to ride my board in the opposite direction in the way it's switched, I can switch my feet and I have traction on both sides of the strap. So that's why I've done that. Another thing that I've done with my board is I've kept the fins in the back, but I've removed the ones in the front because I don't want any hang up and I'm only going to ride this board in one direction. So I've really committed to riding this board the way it was meant to be ridden. You don't have to go quite as aggressive as the way I've set it up, but it's the way I like it. I think it feels the best. As far as this type of board, I think it's a real kind of a specialized board. It wouldn't be my one board go-to because it really has its own little niche as far as being able to ride like a snowboard and kind of get all that nice carvy feel and really enjoy that aspect of kiting. And it's still nice having your twin tip and your surfboard for that. So I think it's kind of a really cool extra board that you could have in your quiver. In our shop, we have these in blem models. So all of these boards that we have are brand new boards by Liquid Force, but there's small imperfections, you know, like the top sheeting can be discolored, or they can have little imperfections anywhere on the board. It doesn't affect anything on the quality of the board, the durability of the board. All it does for you as the consumer is it lowers the price substantially. So we have all 3 of these in blems. We have great pricing on them, and we can throw some straps on there. You get a package of fins. You can mess with the different fin heights and see what you like. So really stoked on these hippie sticks. I think you'll be stoked on them too. If you have any questions on them, give us a call at the shop. We can answer them for you. All right, thanks again. Have a great day.